Welcome to News Network Global, your source for timely and trusted world news. Breaking news: never miss a beat with our instant alerts on breaking news stories. We're committed to keeping you informed even as events unfold in real time. But first, the headlines: bribery allegation against Nigeria's former petroleum minister, who is to appear in a UK court on the 2nd of October. British authorities provide evidences against her lawyer to contest the said allegations. How she benefited millions of dollars when she was the Minister of Petroleum in Nigeria. Now the news in full.
Alleged bribery. Ex-Nigerian Minister of Petroleum, Diezani, to appear in UK court on October 2. Former Minister of Petroleum Resources, Diezani Alison Madueke, will appear in court in the British capital on October 2 after being charged with bribery offences relating to her time in office, the UK National Crime Agency said on Tuesday. Recall that earlier this year, British authorities said they had provided evidence to US prosecutors allowing them to recover $53.1 million in assets allegedly linked to her. Alison Madueke has been on bail since first being arrested in London in October 2015. Soon after her arrest, her family's lawyer told AFP she would strongly contest the corruption allegations that have dogged her during and after her time in former President Goodluck Jonathan's government. She has been linked to a string of money laundering, bribery, and asset recovery cases in Nigeria, as well as in Italy and the United States. In a newspaper interview in November 2015, she was quoted as saying, "I challenge anyone to come forward with facts showing that I stole government or public money. I've never stolen Nigeria's money." Alison Madueke, who was in office from 2010 to 2015, was the first woman to be oil minister in Nigeria and the first female president of the global oil cartel, the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC. The head of the NCA's International Corruption Unit, Andy Kelly, said, "We suspect Diezani Alison Madueke abused her power in Nigeria and accepted financial rewards for awarding multi-million-pound contracts." The NCA said Alison Madueke allegedly benefited from at least £100,000, $127,000, in cash, chauffeur-driven cars, flights on private jets, luxury holidays for her family, and the use of multiple London properties. The charges also detail financial rewards, including furniture, renovation work and staff for the properties, and payment of private school fees and gifts from top designer shops such as Cartier jewelry and Louis Vuitton goods. Bribery is a pervasive form of corruption, which enables serious criminality and can have devastating consequences for developing countries, Kelly said. These charges are a milestone in what has been a thorough and complex international investigation, he added. Alison Madueke has been living in the upmarket St. John's Wood area of North London since she was first arrested and has undergone chemotherapy for breast cancer, according to her family. At the time of her arrest, the NCA said only that it had detained 5 people in London on suspicion of international corruption, without naming those held. The government of Jonathan's successor, former President Muhammadu Buhari, later confirmed Alison Madueke's arrest and said its law enforcement agencies were cooperating with their British counterparts. Soon after taking office, former Army General Buhari began a drive to root out endemic corruption and end impunity in Africa's most populous nation. That included reforming the notoriously opaque Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, which Alison Madueke oversaw. But Buhari, who said, "mind-boggling, sums had been looted from the country over decades," was accused of largely targeting his political opponents and those from the previous administration. The NCA said that assets worth millions of pounds in relation to the case have been frozen as part of the long-running investigation. Earlier this year, the agency, which targets international, serious, and organized crime, said it provided evidence to U.S. prosecutors allowing them to recover assets totaling $53.1 million linked to Alison Madueke's alleged corruption. They included luxury real estate in California and New York, as well as a 65-meter superyacht, the Galactica Star, the U.S. Department of Justice announced on March 27. Alison Madueke, born to a well-off family in the oil city of Port Harcourt in 1960, studied architecture in Britain and the United States before joining oil major Shell's Nigerian subsidiary. In politics, she held 3 major positions in government, first as transport minister in 2007 under President Umaru Yar'Adua, then Minister of Mines and Steel Development. When Jonathan, who was also from southern Bayelsa State, took over after the death of Yar'Adua, he appointed her Minister of Petroleum Resources in April 2010, making her a powerful figure.
Very many thanks for watching. Thank you for tuning in to News Network Global, your source for comprehensive and insightful coverage of global events. We're dedicated to bringing you accurate and up-to-date news from around the world. Stay informed, stay engaged, and remember that understanding the world is the first step towards making a difference. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay connected with us. As we sign off, remember that knowledge empowers us all. Until next time, stay curious and informed with News Network Global.